Do you struggle with sales? Do you struggle with the idea of sales? Does it feel pushy and bothersome? Or do you have trouble with feeling like you're under pressure? Like you have to get the sale, you have to get the sale. Oftentimes in the sales industry, which let's be clear, if you have a business of any kind, you're in sales, right? Whether it's a service or a product, a lot of people struggle with the idea of where am I going to find my next person? How am I going to get there? And what I want to tell you up front is being a coach of salespeople for 22 and a half years, people growing and building their businesses all over the country. I have to say, the number one thing sales mindset that you have to adopt is deciding that they're already your customers out there. That whether you want to call it God or the universe or the creator or whatever your word is, already has all those people lined up for you. And your job is just to go discover them. And by deciding that that's true for yourself, even if you don't feel like there's evidence, but deciding to believe that for yourself, what happens is suddenly they appear. Suddenly you find that clientele. Also, it really combats the number one thing that I think turns people off in sales, which is that desperation. It becomes this pushy sales pitch when you're coming from a place of desperation. When you decide that your customer base is already there, what happens is you're just looking for the right people. You're not trying to convince somebody of something that they don't want or need. Instead, you're coming from a place of, I have something that you might want and it might help you. And my idea is, how can I best serve you? And so then you're talking to everybody because you really are in a service mindset and not in a pushy salesperson. I just am trying to make the sale kind of mindset. Does that make sense? And by adopting that as your philosophy is my customers are already there. My job is just to go find them and to offer what I have to offer for people. Then what happens is even your competitors shift in your head. And instead of viewing competitors as like, get out of here, it's my territory, you start thinking of them as friends and you start thinking of them as, the people who are assigned to me are different than the people assigned to you. And that is a beautiful, beautiful thing because there's more than enough to go around. And now I want to meet with my competitor. I want to know them. I want to know what they do really well and what their specialties are because likely they're a little bit different than me. And when that customer comes to me and wants my service, but I know it's not quite the right fit, it might be the fit for them. And then I can give that business to them. That is the point. So don't let the competitor game worry you. Really decide that your customers are already there for you. It's your job to just to go find them and decide that your competitors are great. You want to know them. You want them to know you so that not only can you direct the right customer to the right person, but also you have someone really good that's going to take care of them. It is a beautiful thing when you embrace your competitors because they will only make you better at what you do. If this is something that interests you, sales and success mindsets, networking, business networking, if you're networking out there and you feel like you just keep spinning your wheels and you're not getting the kind of results that you'd like from that time frame, please check out my advanced sales and networking workshop. This is where I teach you almost 3 years experience in building businesses all across the country of how to really maximize not only what you think, but what you're actually doing out there so that we convert it to real business. I would love to help you or your sales team. Just send me an email or you can check out dream-catalyst.com/events for more details.